Global government's initiative from China. Global government initiative from China. This is hitting the top horizon now. American president, he is in South Korea, where today he is scheduled to meet Chinese president. And Chinese president is a person who is not only talking about trade deal with United. China is a country which is not focusing on America. Now, this is what is the problem. China used to be a poor country, and American company they used to invest in China. First of all, the manpower of China was cheaper, and they were deft. They were skilled in electronics technology. It means very quickly they tend to learn it. So American company they were investing in China. China was a poor country or developing country or something like that. But since 2000, since Soviet breakdown, then China all of a sudden it started emerging. When Soviet did break down, China started emerging. 2000 era they started Chinese Nobel Award also in science and technology. 2007-8 they had a passenger aeroplane company. Okay, now they have fighter jet to passenger aeroplane to the international space station to everything they have in parallel to the United States. But what is not in parallel, they have ByteDance kind of company, which is a topmost in artificial intelligence in the worldwide right now. They have topmost Lenovo laptops. They have topmost ByteDance company in the software arena. China is ruling the world in science and technology. They have the highest altitude, the kind of runway means the bridge that is around 700-meter height. 700-meter height. From 1 kilometer height, someone will drive his car or truck or motorbike on a where he will see directly down 1 kilometer down. Highest elevation bridge is with China one. Everything is with China one. China goods export around the world is 3.5 times more than America. So China is a country which is looking globally now rather than serving only to American company. China is producing now. China has hundreds of electronics companies which are exporting their product globally. Now China is now dire need of a new currency because if you do not have your own currency through which people would buy your product, you are in steep loss. Everything you have to rely upon United States where it is not required. Now, being a number one exporter in the world, you have to have your own currency. To have your own currency and so many things. China is now talking about GGI, Global Government Initiative. It is exactly same. United States was talking about GGI around Second World War, and then United Nations came into the picture because America's export was maximum at that time in the world. When you have money, when you have power, it shows. It shows from your face. And then United Nations was established and head office in New York. And from United Nations, America was controlling the world directly or indirectly. I don't know. Dollar become a de facto currency to trade between any two countries. How many dollar, like so. Okay, now since China has the maximum power of export in the world, now China is talking about United Nations. Whatever United Nations, the way United Nations is working around the globe, China is placing finger over there that it is not good, 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 because it has to be in favor of China because China needs it. When you need it, you change it. So China is talking about a model. A model. They have released a white paper on this model through which the global government should work. United Nations is known as global government. Any country has a government, parliament, minister, prime minister, president, its constitution, its military, army, BSF, and then it has police and so many things. Similarly, global government also has parliament called United Nations General Assembly. It has court system. Every country has a court. It also has a court called International Court of Justice. Every country has a secretariat. It also has a secretariat. Everything. Whatever a country has, the United Nations has same thing. Okay, World Health Organization more or less it is associated with United Nations only. Everything United Nations has. As far as security is concerned, it has United Nations Security Council. 5 members are permanent member and 10 are non-permanent. 15 members at a time. They sit in United Nations Security Council. So any country who is attacking on any other country it is as good as if it is India and one state is attacking on another state, then Indian army will come into the picture. Okay, similarly, if any country attack on another country, the United Nations Security Council will come into the picture. And Security Council, it will order its members to control the war because it's a government now. Now China is saying that government is not perfect. United Nations government is not perfect. Okay, it has many loopholes. It is not addressing the world for the reason it was constituted by whomsoever. China is putting allegation that one country is leading the world rather than global government is leading the world. United Nations should lead the world rather than this is called multilateralism. Many countries together they are leading the world rather than multilateralism. It is unilateralism. Means America is leading the world. American currency is leading the world. Whatever American president wants, it happens. Everything is going through American way rather than United Nations way. It has released a white paper, Chinese government, Mr. Xi Jinping. He brought this concept of GGI, Global Governance Initiative, during the SCO meeting 2025, 31st August and 1st September in Tianjin, where he talked about a new set of rule and regulation that must be followed by any global government. Whatever rule and regulation right now United Nations is following, this is not perfect. This is what he is saying. It is more or less United Nations has no importance now. Everything is controlled by United States. If you don't trade in dollar, then we will put tariff on you. If you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't do it. So United Nations is gone. Now they have released a set of rules that any global government must follow. There is a mild threatening also if you don't follow the what is the rules that we are publishing that is fit for any government to become a global government, then we will snatch the United Nations from you. This is a very sweet, very mild threatening is from China because money is with us. Without money, nothing would run. Okay, if America export is 20% or 25% of Chinese export, it is going to reduce only. China will have all the money with them and then they will run the United Nations. So United Nations has to follow some set of rules. Then only China is going to support United Nations. Mildly they are saying in that manner. Otherwise, we won't support you. Go and live with the United States of America, where they do not have fund to give you. They have already detached from WHO because they do not have fund. Daily they are threatening to detach from United Nations also because they do not have any fund. Or go the way I am saying. Anyway, we will proceed on this discussion. We have already talked about it in the first session, so we will finish it called Global Government Initiative, and that is a directive that is released by Chinese President Mr. Xi Jinping. Okay, so he is citing three deficiency in United Nations. Three deficiency. First deficiency is serious underrepresentation of the global south and redressing historical injustice. Global South means global South countries like Africa, South America, Indian subcontinent. These current countries they have suffered with the United Nations. They do not have any strong representative. There is no member on in United Nations Security Council, permanent member from these countries. China above cancer line, Russia above cancer line, United Kingdom above cancer line, France above cancer line, and United States above cancer line. I'm not talking above equatorial. Above cancer line also, which intersect the Indian subcontinent. Above that, all the countries are there. Below that means half of Indian subcontinent, full Africa, full Australia, full South America. They do not have any representation at all. So this is not a perfect global government. Second thing he is taking is erosion of authoritative authoritativeness. So authority who is ruling the world, there is an erosion in that. Means it is corroded now. It is weak now. The purpose and principle of the United Nations Charter have not been effectively observed. Unilateral sanctions, among other practices, have violated international law and disrupted the international order. Everything is unilateral sanction. We will sanction you. Sanction against Russia. Sanction against Iran. Without means United States of America, it is behaving like a dictator now. Whatever is not a kind of some pro to America, whatever is not pro to or not beneficial for the America, they are putting sanction against that country, in irrespective of what that country, Belarus, Russia, these kind of countries, like they are not. That's why Russia-Ukraine war is going on, because they were giving complete focus to Ukraine and they were sidelining Russia. Belarus, how is possible? Russia is so big and you sideline that much. It will not work. Sidelining Iran, sidelining Venezuela, sidelining any Congo, sidelining like this, it will not work. This is what he is saying. Third point, he is saying the urgent need of greater effectiveness. Okay, United Nations 2038 agenda of sustainable development is seriously lagging behind. Issues such as climate change and the digital divide becoming more salient. More or less, he is saying that greater effectiveness is required. And whatever UN has the roadmap, nothing is working now. Only America, 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 America. So this will not work. Okay, now China is kind of okay. What China wants from the, this is what China is listing. It is lacking in the United Nations. What it wants is staying committed to the sovereign equality. What is in their GGI, Great uh, Global Government Initiative? What is there? The points are staying committed to the sovereign equality. All countries should have equal sovereignty equality. They should be behaved equally. Okay, you cannot sanction anyone if you do not like him. Staying committed to the international rule of law. International rule of law, whatever is there in through ICJ, you have to stick with it. See what Benjamin Netanyahu did. He was killing children there. Does it suit him being a prime minister of a country or president of the United States? You are killing children. Children who are helpless, they are growing on your mercy only. If you don't give food, they cannot arrange food. They are not adult that you will run here and there and here there and they can live their livelihood. Lot of infants they died because of milk or food. This is what you are doing. Do not have any say. This is what he is saying. Staying committed to the international rule of law. International rule of law clearly said you cannot torture women and children. What torturing? You are killing them. How this country world will go like this? You have the authority and you are misusing it. Staying committed to the multilateralism. Multilateral means he is saying the principle of extensive consulting and joint contribution of shared benefit must be upheld. Shared benefit. Global affairs should be decided by all. The government's system built by all, and the fruits of the governments shared by all. Everything should be done by all, and whatever comes as a result should be shared by all. Okay, practice of unilateral must be rejected. Now, unilateral dictatorship will go away. This is the third point he's talking. Staying committed to the multilateral. Everything should be by everyone, and if results come, it should be enjoyed by shared by everyone, not by one and enjoyed by one. Okay, fourth point, he is saying staying committed to the people-centric approach. It should be people-centric. Each person should be given equality. Probably not in the kind of in every arena, but still, if a person is in pain, he is a life threat or whatsoever, then he there should be a way that he can raise his voice. It should be people-centric, not the country-centric. No, it is country-centric. See the condition in the United States. People there are there protesting against their president. This proves that it is not people-centric. Whatever rule and regulation right now is being followed, it is not people-centric. It should be people-centric rather than government. How much in government treasury, how much diamond and gold are going? That should not be the case. Okay, that should be the end result, not the primary one. Last point, he's talking about staying committed to the real results. Focus on solving the real problem. Okay, live in reality. Don't live in the dream. This is what he's saying. Anyway, okay. Now these are the what China wants. Now China is talking about four initiatives. Now GGI is one of them. Global Government Initiative is one of them. There are three more initiatives China is talking about nowadays. Three others are Along with GGI, three more are there. One is Global Security Initiative, GSI. One is Global Development Initiative, GDI, and one is Global Civilization Initiative, GCI. GCI, GDI, and GSI, along with Global Governments Initiative. Four things China is talking now. Okay, GDI, Global Development Initiative, GSI, Global Security Initiative, and GCI, Global Civilization Initiative. If I talk about GDI, Global Development Initiative, then it focuses on promoting international cooperation on development. It focuses on prom- focuses on promoting international cooperation on development. This is called how world should be developed. GDI, GSI, Global Security Initiative, encouraging dialogue and consultation over international discord. If any international dispute happens, then there should be discussion on it. Okay, how discussion will happen? For that, protocol and rule and regulation has been published in the white paper. Third is GCI, that is called Global Civilization Initiative. How people should live in the civilization. Okay, that promoting exchange and mutual learning among civilizations. If there are so many civilizations in the world, how they would interact with each other and how they would share their knowledge and technology with each other. How it would happen, that protocol, rule, and regulation is published in the white paper. GCI, Global Civilization Initiative, GSI, Global Security Initiative, encouraging dialogue and consultation over international discord. How it will happen? This international discord would be broken and the amity or the peace would be maintained. For that, they have rule and regulation in white paper that comes under GSI, Global Security Initiative. Global Development Initiative focus on promoting international cooperation on development. Worldwide, each country would be developed. So more or less, China has focused on every poor country also, how they will become part of global government. Now, United Nations is primarily, it has become merely an organization of European and North American countries only, primarily. Okay, it should belong to everyone. And how it belongs to everyone, the white paper has been released by China. It is a threatening to it. But anyway, China is clearing that they do not want to replace United Nations. Okay, what they are saying, why they are putting these points are to reform and improve global governments. China is saying to reform and improve global government, means they want to improve the global government. They want to improve United Nations. The way United Nations is working is not perfect. They are saying to reform and improve global governance does not mean to overturn the existing international to orders orders to create another framework outside the current international system. They are saying the idea is not to replace United Nations. This is what they are saying. Rather, the goal is to make the existing international system and international institution better at taking actions, working effectively, and adapting to the changes, responding promptly and effectively to various global challenges, and serving the interest of all countries, particularly developing ones. Very clearly, it is saying rather the goal is to make the existing international system and international institution better at taking actions, working effectively, adapting to changes, responding promptly and effectively to various global challenges. Means whatever global challenges is coming, first you perceive it, then you respond perfectly and take action. So promptness is required, that is lacking now. This is what China is saying to tackle anything and serving the interest of all countries, particularly the developing country. Developing country, poor country, all are lagging because of United Nations. Okay, this can be what is behind this. This is what China is saying, and what is behind this. China is releasing these papers to make an environment to come up with the new. People see in the market gold price is rising because China is buying the gold. All the gold in Asia, primarily, it is being sucked up by the market, by the State Bank of India, this Bank India. You will have seen many places we are buying gold, we are buying gold. Or gold they are buying and is going to China now. China is keeping all the gold reserve now to release the currency, because of the dollar, China is losing lot of trade now. Okay, if you are doing trade in dollars, then it is nice if you do trade with United States. But the way United States is going on, 150% tariff, 300% tariff, 400% tariff, 20% tariff, 30%, which was merely 2.4% tariff earlier. The way it is going on, China cannot survive depend only dependent upon United States. But if you are not dependent upon United States, you are growing globally, then you have to kick out dollar. Otherwise, you will be in deep loss. So behind the scene, China is making an environment so that new currency would come up. They are buying gold now, and the BRICS Bank, or also called NDP, New Development Bank, they are amassing reserve. They are reserving lot of gold now, so that they will start releasing the new currency called R value, R hyphen value. That value, once this currency comes, then it is expected that it will come in parallel to the dollar. So many countries would now do the trade in the R value, not dependent upon United States. Because if you depend upon United States, there is no guarantee warranty that very rule will change. Okay, till 20th January 2025, United States was a stable country, but there is no guarantee. Any date rule will change. Any day. So you cannot depend upon dollar. Now, if you cannot depend upon any government, then government's currency is also not dependable. So China is in phase of bringing R value. Once R value currency comes in, since it is through China, it will be dependable. This is what the concept is. Let's see what's going on. Anyway, American president and Chinese president, they are meeting in South Korea. Let's see what would happen.